was midnight because it was coming out on Monday on the web, and I stayed up till midnight to read the story. It would like stop me dead in my tracks. Boy, did I really tell him that in the interview? What was I thinking, number one? And I needed to figure out investigate what this opportunity cost is, and was it worth it? I know without a doubt that this is my calling. I love this business. I found it young, and it gives me energy every day, and I just have so much passion for it. And over the last 16 years, I've grown tremendously because of the experiences I've had. I've overcome rejections, failures, frustrations, a lot of frustrations, lack of confidence, lack of self-esteem. I'm still on my journey, but standing before you is a persistent, hard-working lady. I'm filled with gratitude, confidence, determination, and graciousness, something I could not teach my children without the experience that I've gained. And if instilling these characteristics into my kids is a cost, then I'll accept it. What I did take away from reading that story is that when I am away from my family, I need to be productive, impactful, and only be doing what I can do at my office. So let's go to So this first year was the first year I qualified for the Masters Conference, and lucky for my husband and oldest daughter, LPL chose the fantastic destination of Hawaii. And as all of you know, LPL does know how to put on a really great party conference. At the luau, I had the honor of meeting Candace Barr. I don't know, yes, there she is. And we were talking, and she asked me what my goals were, and I told her my dream goal is I want to be on the top 100 women's Barron's list. That's it. That's my goal. And she simply asked me why. And she gave me a gift that day, because I didn't really have a good answer. And I thought about it for a couple months, and I kind of did some soul searching and wrote out some of my personal whys, and I needed the help of my team. So at our last quarterly retreats with my staff, I found a TED Talk called How Leaders Inspire Great Action. Has anyone seen that? It's by Simon Sinek. It's amazing. Write it down, watch it, it's fantastic. How leaders inspire great action. And after that, it was magical with my team. We were around a table, we brainstormed our whys as a company, and we actually came out with a video that I want to share with you as a result. So go ahead. At Financial Freedom Wealth Management Group, here's why we do what we do.
I believe in helping people rise above financial stress.
I believe in helping people calm the storm by managing the details.
I believe in supporting and helping families as they work towards their financial legacy.
I believe in helping people enjoy their retirement free from financial stress.
I believe in helping people take the first step towards financial awareness.
I believe in inspiring people to make better financial decisions.
I believe in helping people accelerate the achievement of their goals.
I believe in helping people reduce the complexity and better understand their financial statements.
I believe in inspiring people to achieve abundance in all aspects of their lives. We believe people should experience financial freedom. We believe we can help you. Let us show you how. So that's what came out of that afternoon, and it just really united us as a team, and just brought so much bigger. The tagline of the video from the TED Talk was, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Right? So we feel like we have just so much of a bigger mission that we're on. And I know that it's just a matter of time before we hit that list. So I wanted to talk a little bit about our client experience. Our goal at Financial Freedom is we don't want just loyal clients, we want raging fans. We want to be like extended family to our clients. We want them to know that we care for them, we want what's best for them. I would encourage all of us to invest in your client and prospect relationships, have fun with them, and really think outside the box. From the time a prospect comes into our office, they are greeted warmly and treated like gold. We have something called the Carlson Cappuccino that most clients look forward to, that my lovely assistant has waiting for them, or maybe just water in a special VIP client mug. At our coffee table, we have inspirational books like The Strangest Secret or Eat That Frog. And if it's a first-time prospect, I typically let them wait a couple minutes, talk with my assistant, maybe pick up a book, and that encourages some really fun rapport to start the conversation around, something positive. After they become clients of ours, we have over 22 proactive client touches that they're getting in that first year, and often year after year that they're clients with us. One of the first things that we do is a love binder meeting. Within a quarter, they usually come to a new client dinner or wine tasting event where they're introduced to all of our staff and also our client advocate program. Around the holidays, they're invited to host a legacy lunch with their family or loved ones. We want our clients to know that they're very important to us. And I feel like we don't have a lot of clients that leave, so I feel like we're doing just a really good job of that. All right, so there's my Arnold picture. That was back in, I don't look like that today, obviously, and I would just tell you, that was one day, right? I trained 6 months for one day to look like that on the stage. So I'm going to come back and talk a little bit about that in a second, but the first thing here is investing in yourself. You know, the best business decision I made was in 2009, late 2009. I had just had my son, and I made the decision to go completely independent with LPL. And I was it's 2010, I was kind of floundering, and I just needed some extra support, and I ended up being introduced to a coaching program. And my first year at LPL, I grossed $130,000, okay? And this coaching program was gonna be $13,000, or maybe even $14,000. So it was over 10% of my gross commission. Besides my husband thinking I was nuts, I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to take the risks. I knew that I needed to have some structure and some guidance. I knew if I had that, I could implement and grow. I have been part of that coaching program for 5 years, and our goal this year is to hit $1 million in production. I don't reinvent. I figure someone else smarter than me has figured this business out, and I just simply ask questions to understand what I need to know, and then is it right for my business and what my goals are, and then implement it. I love the theme of what Ann talked about, and last year's conference is just keeping it simple is so important. The relationships formed through programs and conferences like these are transformative. I have partners and alliances with other advisors throughout the country, and it is just so beneficial. Margie Shard, there she is. She is one of these alliances. She's inspired me recently to some great action. It was an aha moment that I had with her in Hawaii, and if I had not had lunch with her in Hawaii, I wouldn't have converted millions here from brokerage to advisory over the last couple months. And she also changed the way that I thought about our account minimums. So that just was super helpful, and it's just this day, with all of the women in here, should be exactly about all of that. You know, encourage one another, but also share information. Brainstorm your frustrations, because there's a lot of frustrations in this business. Something just really miraculous happens when we do come together. It's a collectiveness that we just don't get on our own, in our own little office, you know, in your cities. The women in this room or the coaching program, they can provide accountability to you just like in losing weight or achieving a health goal. When I was decided to compete in the Arnold, I sought out and found the best trainer in the industry to help me along. He was there with me every step of the way, making sure all the details were there, holding me accountable. Having a coach or accountability partner is key to success. Okay, and lastly, I think as women, who here can relate to a little bit of self-sabotage? Yes, yes. My attempts at growth have been sabotaged by me trying to control everything and getting in my own way. I am my own worst enemy. Anyone worse enemy? Yes. Looking back now, I see so clearly why I didn't get here faster. I held on to all aspects of the business. I was so concerned that every last detail was handled with care that I couldn't let go and delegate properly. Over the last year, I have discovered that I should only be doing what I can do for my business. And as the lead wealth advisor and CEO, my unique ability is meeting with our gold and platinum clients and prospects and strategic planning for the firm. That's it. You know, no paperwork, no distributions, no trading. There's so many things that take up our day-to-day. A really good exercise is to create a list of everything that you do in a given week. And if you have support staff, I would encourage you to have them create a list of what they see you doing, because they may not match up. So when I did this with my staff, text was on all their lists, it wasn't on mine. So you can pick up on some things. Now review that list and decide a couple things. Number one, what do you enjoy most? What gets you out of bed? You look forward to going to work. You would probably do it for free. It gives you energy, right? Those things should be circled on your list. Those are the things that you should be doing more of, right? And then secondly, what are the most important things on that list that will get you to your goals? Like we all have different goals. Like my goals aren't your goals, and it's all good. It's what's important to you. So what can only you do that will get you closer to your goals, and circle those. And your schedule should be just those activities. And over time, start delegating all those other activities that are taking your time to your staff. Okay, and lastly, that's more external self-sabotage. I want to talk about the internal sabotage. I think that's probably more of a stumbling block. For me, it's the way that I talk to myself. Can anyone relate to holding a conversation with yourself and totally bashing your self-confidence? I mean, like, we would just never talk to another individual the way that we talk to ourselves in our own head, right? Can anyone relate? Yeah. I would say things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough to meet with this prospect, or I can't ask them for help, they won't help me. I'm too young for them to take me seriously. Even walking, I went to New York City for the 40 Under 40 Awards. I was in a fantastic business suit, going into investment news, walking down Manhattan, and what's going in my head is, I hope when I walk into that room, I don't feel like I'm out of my league, or I don't belong there. You know, it's crazy, the doubts. And we do this with our body images in all aspects. When I was training for the Arnold, I constantly had to listen to Tony Robbins. So I stayed positive, right? And I had doubts, will I be ready enough? Will I in time? Or will I lose enough weight? Or what if I get sick and I can't work out? There's just all this stuff. We just need to just be aware to stop. We must be our biggest advocates. We must have the confidence, the faith, the belief that we are good enough, that we are powerful enough, that we are smart enough, that we are beautiful enough. It is in these powerful beliefs where good becomes great. Don't accept mediocrity. Don't accept less because you're a woman in this business. Expect greatness with conviction. And the faith and the desire and the belief typically comes before the results. So Thank you.